Hoy, la historia se hace. On October 18, 2013 marks the historic street renaming of the late world-renowned Puerto Rican and New York native painter Rafael Tufiño. Joined by many family and friends, this event was held on East 103rd and Lexington. Accompanied by noted politicians such as Melissa Mark Viverito, his son Pablo Tufiño, and his daughter and painter of the Rafael Tufiño Way mural, Nitza Tufiño. This street naming will be the official 7th street named after historic and iconic Latino figures in New York City.
I am the son of the painter Rafael Tufiño, and today we unveiled the street sign Rafael Tufiño Way. And we're very happy because first of all he has the ñ in his last name, Tufiño. Our father was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1922, and he had to fly to Puerto Rico, not because he wanted to, but because he was sick. So he needed the sun of the island to get better. He had a problem with his bones. So he ended up there when he was about 10 years old. And curiously, the fact that he was sort of like a tourist from New York going to the island, he was actually able to capture the essence of Puerto Rico because he was looking from a tourist point of view. So he was always coming back and forth. He helped to found Taller Boricua, which is here on 106 and Lexington. He also had a retrospective show in Museo del Barrio in 2003 before he passed away in 2008. And that show was Rafael Tufiño, Painter of the People.
Rafael Tufiño was one of the most famous Puerto Rican artists of the 1950s. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, and moved to Puerto Rico when he was 10 years old. When he was in his early 20s, he held his first exhibit in Puerto Rico. He served in the U.S. Army during World War II, then moved to Mexico, where he discovered his love for linoleum engraving. When he moved back to Puerto Rico, he founded Centro de Arte Puertorriqueño. The center promoted art by Puerto Rican artists and used art for educational purposes. He also held graphic workshops in Puerto Rico during his time there. Many of Tufiño's work included portraits depicting the Puerto Rican culture. His most famous portrait painting is called La Goyita, which is an image of his mother. It is also known as the Boricuan Mona Lisa. Through his painting, Tufiño symbolizes the typical Puerto Rican woman and emphasizes a woman's strength. In the background of the painting, he shows the slums of Puerto Rico. He has been known for depicting Puerto Rico's living reality, harsh conditions, and sadness. You're watching the Youth Channel. Check out our programming on M&M's Channel 4, the Culture Channel, every Monday through Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. and from 9 to 10 p.m. To find out more about the Youth Channel, check out our YouTube page where we upload all your favorite segments. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page for more updates.
In addition to the ceremony, the painter herself had addressed and welcomed the crowd with an opening speech in commemoration to her father's work.
It is an extraordinary honor to witness this historic dedication to my father's legacy and contribution to the world of art, not only in New York and Puerto Rico, but throughout all Latin America and the Caribbean. As many of you know, my father was part of a group of artists in Puerto Rico known as Generación del 50, the generation of the 50s. This group pioneered initiatives such as el Centro de Arte de Puerto Rico, Vibez, and the Puerto Rican Institute of Culture. On behalf of Taller Boricua, we thank you. Que viva Rafael Tufiño Way!
Tufiño was born in Mexico City and was the first child of Puerto Rican artist Rafael Tufiño and Mexican dancer and model Luz Maria Ayuder. Nita moved to San Juan, Puerto Rico when she was 1 year old, and after her parents' divorce, she constantly moved between her father's home in San Juan and her mother's home in Manhattan. Nita was a perfect mixture of her two parents. She took on her artistic side from her father and her love of Hispanic culture from her mother. After graduating from high school in Puerto Rico, she followed her father's footsteps and studied art in Mexico. In 1970, she moved back to New York and worked as an artist. She created her first public mural that was showcased in El Museo del Barrio. She is now a founding artist and activist at the museum. She received several awards for her art and was recognized as El Taller Boricua's first female artist. You're watching the Youth Channel. Check out our programming on M&M's Channel 4, the Culture Channel, every Monday through Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. and from 9 to 10 p.m. To find out more about the Youth Channel, check out our YouTube page where we upload all your favorite segments. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page for more updates.
This event was also followed by an art exhibit of the Rafael Tufiño Way painting held in the Taller Boricua Artist Workshop event space and gallery in El Barrio.
We here at Taller Boricua. I am with Marcos Dimas and Fernando Salicru. We are the co-founders of Taller Boricua with Rafael Tufiño. So today we're honored. In the 1960s, this concept of taller or workshop arrived in El Barrio under the guidance of Tefo and Carlos Osorio. Institutions like El Museo del Barrio and Taller Boricua are the direct result of soft tradition and are part of our Puerto Rican history in New York. It was founded to create change through art during the very tumultuous time in El Barrio. Taller Boricua was always considered home to Tefo. It is for this reason that I am proud to announce that we are setting up a printmaking workshop studio that will be named the Rafael Tufiño Printmaking Workshop and located at 121 East 106th Street to provide an environment that spirit of an artist collective, like my father and those heroes of our Puerto Rican art and culture, who helped pay the foundation to have pride in our tradition. In addition to my father, we all stand on the shoulder of Dr. Ricardo Alegría, Lorenzo Mal, Antonio Maldonado, Carlos Osorio, Jorge Soto, Tito Pérez, Gilbert Hernández, Carlos Raquel Rivera, Petra Cintrón, Juan Rosado, and Miguel Po, my other mentor. So let's celebrate our Latin American hood, Caribbean hood, and the Boricua hood. Thank you.
As we come to a close, we will have Nita break down the definition of her honorable portrait of her father.
I showed this picture of him because I took the picture of him when we were in Trinidad. We went to Maracas and I took him for Carnival in Trinidad. And he was born actually in Brooklyn, so I decided to put the Brooklyn Bridge. And the shirt was actually green. I was going to change it, but then I thought, no, it has to stay green because he loves Lorca, and Lorca has the poem Verde que te quiero verde. And then little by faith, like it happens